Hey guys, welcome to Mugging Movement, where we learn how to optimize our life by exploring mind-body-soul connection using ancient wisdom and modern technology. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to sharpen your mind. So the 3 ways to sharpening your mind all falls under the same principle of if you don't use it, you'll lose it. So the way to sharpen your mind is to use it. Here are the 3 ways to use your mind that'll sharpen it for maximum focus and presence in life. Number 1 is social interaction. You ever notice how your mind can be scattered, but as soon as you get into a conversation with someone else, your mind focuses in. It's because you're talking to someone, and when you know that someone's listening, someone's receiving your ideas, it forces your mind to narrow in on being clear and concise with your words. So any kind of social interaction, whether that's with an individual or with a group, can really help sharpen your mind. We are social beings, so when you're in a social setting, your mind snaps into a certain focus and it sharpens your mind. The second way to sharpen your mind is through physical activity. Now, you'll see a lot on this channel how the mind, body, and spirit are all interconnected. They all feed into each other. So it's not a surprise that one of the ways to sharpen your mind is through physical action. Any kind of exercise is great for your mind, but specifically, any kind of exercise that requires a lot of focus. So balance exercises are great for this. Or one of my personal favorites is to go running in the forest on a trail, whether it's uphill, downhill. The point is that it forces me to focus on my next step. And since my physical activity is bringing my mind into laser sharp focus, it's sharpening my mind and training my mind to be able to focus on one thing and one thing only at a time. So some other types of physical exercises that can sharpen your mind is balance exercises, walking on a thin line, or standing on one leg, or trying to balance something on one finger or on your hand and then maybe switching to the other hand. All these things are ways of bringing your mind into focus because your body needs to be balanced. When your body is calling on your mind for full attention, that sharpens your mind. And the third way to sharpen your mind is to learn something new, and specifically to learn something new with the intention to teach it to someone else. It's a very crucial step because when you learn something, sometimes it goes in one ear and out the other. But when you know you have to teach it over to someone else, you really make sure that you're grasping it to its full completion. And when you have something clear enough to the point where you're able to explain it to someone else, then you really understand it. So that requires full sharpness of your mind. So whether it's a new skill or just some information, next time you read something or learn something, practice learning it with the intention to teach it to someone else, and then go ahead and actually teach it to them. And you'll see it requires sharpness of mind. Even making videos like this requires me to first learn the information, whether from personal experience or from books or podcasts, and then giving it over and speaking it out really sharpens my mind. It brings it into laser sharp focus. So all these 3 exercises are ways to sharpen your mind by forcing your mind to be fully focused on one thing at a time. And by using your mind, you won't lose your mind, and actually you'll strengthen and sharpen it. Now, as a bonus one, we can't go without talking about the spirit. So a bonus way to sharpen your mind is by making sure that you don't have too many tabs open. What do I mean? So in a computer, you can have multiple tabs open at once, and especially if you're running a program that requires a lot of CPU processing power, so it can slow down the other programs. So the same thing works with our mind. Think of your spirit as pure energy potential. That's like the CPU in a computer, right? It's the processing power of your being, and it's the energy that you have to experience and explore this reality. So the processing power gets run through the mind, which is the computer itself. And if you have too many tabs open, whether that's tasks that have not been completed or conversations that you want to have or just different things going on in your mind, if you're thinking of too many things at once and you have too many open tabs, uncompleted tasks, it's gonna dull out your mind and all your other activities. So the key here is to listen to your spirit, to explore what things are not completed in your life. What are some of the conversations you have to have? Maybe there's an apology you need to ask of someone, or maybe there's something you need to clear up with someone and it's weighing on you and you need to get complete with that person. Whatever it is that's keeping that tab open, explore your spirit and go ahead and complete and shut those tabs so that you can focus all of your spiritual energy on the task at hand, which will allow you to complete that task with laser sharp focus and a sharp mind. That's it for this video, guys. I hope that was helpful. Put these 3 actions into practice and let me know in the comments if this was helpful, and let me know in the comments what you want the next video to be about. And please like this video and share with anyone who you think could benefit. I really appreciate it, guys. Aho. See you in the next one.